Rebbe Nachman once gave an analogy of what's called Hungarian wine. To explain, Hungarian wine in Rebbe Nachman's time was a very, very expensive and long process of making a very fine wine, which was a process founded, I guess, in Hungary. That's why it's called Hungarian wine. And it was a very delicate process. The tiny wrong move can ruin years and years and years of work of refining a special wine. It's a whole process, and it was very delicious, this wine, and very expensive. So Rebbe Nachman once gave an analogy, a parable, of there was once a Hungarian wine merchant, and this merchant was traveling with his stock in the wagon of Hungarian wine to sell, and he had along with him his servant and the wagon driver, and they were traveling to go very far to sell this expensive wine. And while traveling, after many weeks and days, whatever, the wagon driver and the servant, they told the merchant, "Look, we work for you such a long time already. We're toiling and struggling, to earn a living. Let us at least have a taste of this Hungarian wine. You never gave us to taste this Hungarian wine." So he felt open to do so, and the merchant gave them to taste of this Hungarian wine. Many years passed, and this servant was no longer working for the Hungarian merchant, and it happened to be that he was traveling, and he reached an inn. And while staying at the inn, there was someone who was doing a family simcha, a family celebration, whatever it was, a brit, whatever. And at the family celebration, the Baal Simcha, the one who was doing the celebration, was giving out for people to drink a l'chaim. Cheers, right? So they had the little shot glasses, and he had the bottle, and he was giving out for people to drink a l'chaim. And people were praising the wine. They said, "Wow, what a wine! This must be Hungarian wine." And they're all tasting the wine, and they said, "This for sure is Hungarian wine." And there was a lot of tumult because they're talking about the Hungarian wine. So the servant, who had known already what Hungarian wine is, he used to work for the merchant, and he tasted himself the Hungarian wine. He also came by to the master of the celebration. He said, "Let me also taste from the wine." And he gave him also a drop to drink of the Hungarian of this wine. He tasted it, and he said in front of everybody, "This is not Hungarian wine. I know. I used to work for a Hungarian wine merchant, and I'm telling you, this is not Hungarian wine." And the people were so upset. "Who are you? You're not even part of the simcha. Who are you to know? Get out of here!" And they kicked him out. And he was telling, "But you guys are at mistake. This is not Hungarian wine." So Rebbe Nachman concluded by saying that before Mashiach comes, there will be many representations of false Torah Jewish leadership, and each one will claim that their Torah is the Hungarian wine, the real thing. That the Torah is called, the real Torah is called Yain HaMeshumar Misheshet Yimei Bereshit, the wine which has been stored away from the 6 days of creation. It's a Kabbalistic term referring to the deep, true secrets of the Torah, the inner depth at its best of the Torah secrets. So the Torah is likened to wine. There's many comparisons of the Torah to wine, like we find in the book Song of Songs. So Rebbe Nachman said many people will come to falsely represent that their Torah is the absolute truth and this is the real thing. And Rebbe Nachman warned, however, he said that you have to be careful, because you have to know that there exists Hungarian wine and not Hungarian wine. And he concluded, this might sound funny, but he said, however, my followers will never be fooled, because they have already tasted the Hungarian wine, which is found in the beautiful teachings of Rebbe Nachman.